In the blink of an eye, history can change. Adolf Hitler, a man whose name evokes a myriad of emotions, was born in late 19th century Austria. Rising from obscurity, he became Germany's chancellor and later its dictator, leading the country into the catastrophic Second World War. Hitler's ideology, deeply rooted in racism and anti-Semitism, led to the genocide of 6 million Jews during the Holocaust. His aggressive foreign policy and expansionist ideology are often considered to be the causes of the start of World War II. Despite his despicable actions, Hitler's influence on history cannot be denied. His reign, though destructive, shaped the world in ways that are still evident today. As we delve into the enigma that was Adolf Hitler, remember, history is not just about the victors, but also about those who caused the greatest devastation. In the end, Hitler's downfall was as dramatic as his rise, dying by suicide in his bunker as Allied forces closed in on Berlin. His legacy, a stark reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink, continues to echo through the ages. Our journey into the past continues as we lift the shroud of mystery surrounding the life of Adolf Hitler. History has recorded his heinous crimes, but there are still many aspects of his life and personality that remain relatively unknown. Today, we bring you 18 intriguing facts about the life of the infamous Nazi leader. 1. His original family name wasn't Hitler. His father, Alois Schicklgruber, changed their surname in 1877. 1. Hitler attempted to enter art school on more than one occasion. Despite his failures in this field leading him to fascism, some experts today consider him an artist. 1. He meticulously prepared for his speeches by rehearsing in front of a photographer. Hitler was so conscious about his appearance that he hired Heinrich Hoffmann to capture his rehearsals, ensuring everything was ready for an epic speech. 1. Hitler was a spendthrift. One of his close relatives revealed that he often splurged on luxury goods, spending thousands on cars, clothes, and other items. 1. He was once ordered to shave his mustache. Known for his distinct style, Hitler originally preferred to lift the corners of his mustache. However, during World War I, he was ordered to trim it to prevent interference with the functioning of oxygen masks. 1. Hitler had a fondness for Disney. While Disney is generally associated with family and children, it represented technological advancement for Hitler. Rumor has it that he particularly enjoyed the special visual effects in King Kong and often re-watched war films. As we dig deeper into the life of Adolf Hitler, it's crucial to remember that these facts do not excuse or diminish his atrocities. They simply provide a more rounded understanding of a man whose actions continue to echo through history. Stay tuned as we uncover more in the next scene. As we continue our journey into Adolf Hitler's life, we delve deeper into his personal preferences and obsessions which shaped his persona. These aspects, while intriguing, in no way absolve him of his horrific actions, but provide a more intimate look into his character. 1. Hitler was an ardent fan of Richard Wagner, the famous German composer. He was so enamored by Wagner's operas that as a 12-year-old, he would often skip school to watch them. 1. Hitler had a peculiar fascination with dogs. He trained a large number of German shepherds and was known to communicate with them using gestures and sounds, a testament to his eccentricities. 1. Hitler was a vegetarian, driven by his fear of being poisoned. He employed food tasters to ensure his meals were safe. Any attempt to poison him was met with severe punishments for the perpetrators. 1. Hitler had a favorite actor, Johannes Heesters, a Dutch performer who lived until 2011. Despite Heesters' association with Hitler, he managed to continue his artistic career under surveillance for his performances during the Nazi regime. 1. Hitler was not a native German. Born in Austria, he moved to Passau, Germany with his family at the tender age of 3. He only became a German citizen in 1932. 1. Hitler had 2 near-death experiences. The first incident occurred when he was only 4 years old and was saved from suffocation by a priest. The second was during World War I when he was seriously injured. 1. Hitler suffered from halitosis or bad breath, a condition linked to his abdominal problems. Despite numerous attempts to treat it, he couldn't find a solution. 1. Insomnia was another health issue that plagued Hitler. He often worked until the early hours of the morning, and after thorough checks of his bed, he would finally sleep, only to wake up late in the morning. 1. Hitler had a sweet tooth and was particularly fond of chocolate. It is said that he consumed up to 1 kilogram of sweets and chocolates regularly. As we conclude this section, remember that these details are not meant to humanize or justify Hitler's actions, but to provide a more comprehensive understanding of a man whose actions have left an indelible mark on history. Stay tuned for the concluding scene. As we've navigated through the peculiarities of Adolf Hitler's life, we now shift our focus to a less discussed topic: the Jewish resistance against Hitler's tyrannical regime. Often overlooked, the resistance of the Jewish community was a testament to their courage and resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. 1. While many accounts have extensively covered Hitler's actions, few have deeply explored the German Jewish resistance. A gradual and quiet isolation of the Jewish community made their resistance less visible, akin to the proverbial frog in a slowly heating water bowl, unaware of the danger until it's too late. 2. Historian Peter Longrich, an expert in the study of the Jewish resistance, states, "There was practically no resistance from the Jewish side." This, however, is not entirely accurate. Despite the odds stacked against them, pockets of resistance did exist. 1 such example is the Klimi neighborhood in Warsaw, which became a crucial axis of Jewish opposition. After months of widespread exile, the remaining Jewish community took matters into their hands. 1. Armed with whatever weapons they could procure, these brave individuals took to the streets, representing a silent but steadfast defiance against Hitler's regime. Their struggle, though less documented, is a testament to their unyielding spirit and determination. 1. These accounts of Jewish resistance serve as a painful reminder of a dark chapter in human history. They underscore the courage of those who risked it all in the face of unimaginable horrors. As we transition to our final scene, let's remember that these narratives are not meant to overshadow the atrocities committed, but to shed light on the lesser-known facets of this grim era. Stay tuned as we wrap up our deep dive into Adolf Hitler's life and legacy. As we continue to explore the lesser-known facets of Hitler's era, we now turn to the French resistance, a crucial player in World War II. 1. Hitler's hideout in France was a closely guarded secret, primarily due to the active anti-Nazi and anti-Vichy French resistance front. This group comprised partisans who were staunchly against Hitler's regime and the collaborating French government. 1. Despite Jews making up only 1% of France's population, they constituted a staggering 15 to 20% of the French resistance front. This statistic stands as a testament to their bravery and resilience. 1. Peter Merberg, a veteran of the resistance, vehemently refutes the stereotype that Jews were passive victims during the war. He states, "Many people think that the Jews went to the slaughterhouse like tame sheep, but this is not true. Definitely not true. I worked with many Jews on the resistance front, and I can tell you, they took more risks than I did in the war." 1. This revelation dismantles the narrative of Jewish passivity and highlights the active roles many took in the fight against Hitler's regime. These brave individuals, despite being a minority, made significant contributions to the war effort, risking their lives for freedom and justice. 1. As we transition to the concluding scene, let's remember the courage of the French resistance, particularly its Jewish members. Their stories, like those of other Jewish resistors, are a powerful reminder of the human spirit's resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. Stay tuned as we wrap up our deep dive into Adolf Hitler's life and legacy. As we venture further into the depths of World War II, we arrive at the occupation of France in 1940. 1. With the arrival of German forces, anti-Jewish measures were swiftly implemented across the country. A dark period under the rule of the Vichy regime, headed by Marshal Patton from 1940 to 1944. This government, rather than opposing the Nazis, assisted them in persecuting French Jews. 1. Jews were deported to the unoccupied areas of France, with the only exceptions being those married to French citizens. In a chilling event in October 1940, 6,000 French Jews were given a mere 2 hours' notice before being forced onto trains for deportation. 1. The French authorities in the unoccupied sector were taken aback by the sudden influx of displaced individuals who were not permitted to bring any of their belongings. These exiles, after their abrupt and forced journey, were met with hostility and enmity in their new, unfamiliar surroundings. 1. This grim chapter in French history serves as a stark reminder of the atrocities committed under the Vichy regime and the widespread complicity in Hitler's campaign against the Jews. As we move towards the conclusion, let's not forget the bitter struggles of the French Jews during this period, their courage in the face of adversity, and the dark legacy of those who aided in their persecution.